350 cows, beating headsman to a state of coma. And the Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACBAN, Plateau State chapter, has accused youths in the state of beating one of its members to a state of coma and stealing 350 of its cows. Mono, how possible would you even think that is stealing 350 cows? That's like cattle rustling I'm talking about.
The other day on the show, I was talking about the fact that a cow is so big and how can you even steal one in the first place? But when I was done with the show, someone came and then changed my mind and talked about the fact that it's something that is regular. It happens all the time, you understand? So the possibility is very strong, honestly, when you look at the situation of things in the country. But at the same time, talking about Plateau youths, I don't know if this is like a payback for the events that we've been seeing in terms of recent killings in Benue State and in other parts of the country. So definitely, if it's investigated, we'll definitely get the details of that particular story. But as for possibility, it is very, very possible to actually, steal 350 cows. But that's a lot.
That's a whole lot. Well, a statement by the state chairman of MACBAN, Mohammed Nura Abdullahi, said the incidents happened in Bassa and Riyom local government area in Plateau State on January 15th. And I'm quoting him now. He said, we are sad with the information reaching us from our branches in Bassa and Riyom local government areas that Irigwe youths militia armed with sophisticated weapon on Monday, January 15th, attacked Fulani headsmen around Gilda Ado village in Ganawuri district of Riyom local government area. And the attackers beat a Fulani header to a point of coma and fled with his cattle numbering 150. The report later got to security agencies who gave the cattle rustlers good chase, and the security recovered some of the cows and dead around Mayanga village. It just means that, okay, maybe they might have killed some of the cows as well. On the same Monday night, another armed youths, suspected to be the Irigwe youths, attacked Fulani residents at Dangwal village of Ganawuri and rushed about 200 cows in the attack. Security agencies have confirmed to us that some of the rustled cows, I beg your pardon, had been found. So that's making it, 350. And I just think that having this kind of story now, just like saying, okay, if you say that something like this, or people got killed in Benue State, about 70 to 73 people got killed by this Fulani headsmen. Now they have their own story now. It's like they're also bringing their own story and things that are happening to them that might be a reason why they engage in killings like this.
Well, of course, there you have it. We can only hope that they can actually investigate into the matter, because what we have now is basically accusation.
Yes.
All right, moving on to something not so exciting for sport fans. Well, finally, Brazilian legend Ronaldinho retires from football at the age of 38. What a run, really.
I actually started hearing about him when I was much younger, and I thought he'd be older than 38.
And to stay at top of his game, even at the age of 38, we've seen so many footballers come into the limelight, and after a time, they just dwindle, and you don't even hear anything from them. Well, the former Brazilian and FC Barcelona midfielder Ronaldinho, who won the World Cup Champions League, Copa Libertadores and World Player of the Year award, is retiring from the game. His brother and agent Assis made the announcement on Tuesday, saying Ronaldinho will be 38 in March. Has not played a competitive match since 2015, but he had also avoided calling a definitive halt to his career until now. He has stopped. It's over. We are going to do something pretty big, something cool after the World Cup in Russia, probably in August, as he said, and the events most likely farewell matches will take place in Brazil, Europe, Asia, and could include a match with the national team, as he said. And Ronaldinho began his career at Grêmio and played for 7 other clubs, including Paris Saint-Germain, AC Milan, Querétaro, and Brazilian slides Flamengo, Atletico Madrid, and of course It was at FC Barcelona between 2003 and 2008 where he spent his glory years. And he turned in some of the greatest performances ever seen by the storied Spanish club, perhaps most memorable 3-0 win over Real Madrid at the Bernabeu in 2005. And he helped guide the Catalan side to the Champions League in 2006, La Liga in 2005, 2006, and of course he won the Ballon d'Or in 2005. Ronaldinho left for Milan in 2008 and won the Scudetto there in 2011 before heading back to Brazil and taking Atletico Mineiro to the first Copa Libertadores title in 2013. And he never again reached the heights he scaled at Barca for prolonged periods. However, he remained a captivating presence, known for his no-look passes, superb free kicks and free-wheeling style that typified the way Brazilians play the game. And he has played a total of 101 times for Brazil, scoring 35 goals, including 40-yard free kick, which knocked England out of the 2002 World Cup.
Wow, that's a long trail of achievements, and we just give it up for Ronaldinho right now.
I think it's a good age to actually retire. Look at 38. I mean, you've been playing professional football since your teenage years, and even up till now. I think it's time for family time now, and enough of being in the spotlight and all of that. And I think this is really, really a good time for him, because sometimes when you keep pushing, it's better to leave a legacy that can really stand the test of time than for you to just, keep going at it, and then you're not experiencing that glory that you used to have back in the day. And it's really, really a good move for him. So congratulations to
Congratulations to him, actually. And I was speaking with a sports analyst yesterday, and I asked him, I said, what's the ideal age for anybody to leave football or get retired from football? And he said it's actually up to you. It's not, it's up to you. Whichever age you feel it's convenient for you or comfortable for you, you can back out. And definitely age 38 is just fine for him. Okay, we're moving on to another story, and this one says, Ghanaian man who created bicycle meant for water launches it. This is a very interesting feature, and there'll be pictures of this young man who is 27 years old, and he resides in Takoradi in the western region, in Ghana. He gained recognition for his creation of a bicycle, which is purposely designed to be used on water surfaces, as we can see in these pictures. He revealed that the creation of his invention started in August last year, and with a lot of effort and hard work, he managed to finish his project and tested it in a shallow dam in his area. Now the young inventor, believing in his finished work, decided to test it out on the sea to prove to the world that his invention has come to stay. And he also said that some people were seen, or rather some people were seen taking pictures with him, and also try to have that first-hand experience for themselves. And speaking on a telephone conversation, he told reporters that his name is Frank Danko, and he revealed that he wanted his invention to help the school children in his area who had to swim to school and find easier paths to their classes. I think that is a very good one there, and I think he just decided he saw a need, and he decided to go there and try to do something for his community, and we must give him kudos for this work now.
Of course, I mean, really, really lovely and ingenious there. But my worries now is if the winds become, windy, and then it blows you off.
Actually, there's a picture of him, and the water was, what is the waves now? Yes. The waves of the water. He was able to paddle through the waves, and I think it seems the work is quite firm, it's quite strong. All he needs now is just support from maybe government or people in that area to get better equipment and improve on that job.
Of course. Okay, let's quickly look into our last story this morning. Talks about Ebonyi Lassa fever outbreak, and of course doctors protesting about a colleague's death. Well, the doctors in Ebonyi State yesterday blamed the federal government for the death of their colleagues when they staged a peaceful protest at the government house of Gate, that's in Abakaliki, to protest the death of their members who died from Lassa fever infection. And of course, it's reported that the death of the 2 doctors and a nurse working at the Federal Teaching Hospital in Abakaliki were suspected to have been infected. And the doctors gave the names of the dead workers as Felix Ali, an indigene of Ebonyi State. There is Dr. Abel Udo from Akwa Ibom State, and also a nurse, and Mr. Innocent away from Imo State. Now, the doctors who carried placards with the inscriptions such as "We mourn the death of our colleagues. Federal government should make the virology center in Ebonyi functional. We can't be safe without a functional virology center," among others, who said apart from those confirmed dead, another house officer was in critical situation, and that's at the Irua Specialist Hospital in Edo State. And he said the governor, David Umahi, after the construction of a virology center, handed it over to the federal government, which promised to equip it. And he said we had expected the federal government, which had before now promised to equip the place, to do so. And Dr. Felix stayed there a day, and his counterpart, Dr. Udo, while the nurse stayed 4 days there before he was taken to Irua, where he also died. And Mbam said immediately Dr. Felix died, they wrapped him in a body bag, put him in an ambulance, and moved him down from Irua to the Federal Teaching Hospital gate, where they followed him to his village. And before then, they had already communicated with them to dig a grave before their arrival. And then getting to the village, he was put on an Hamzat suit, then brought out of the corpse, put it in the casket, and they dumped him in the grave. Really, really how sad.
Wow, issues like this are very worrisome, because we're talking about health, we're talking about people's lives here.
Yeah.
And these are doctors who died as a result of trying to, find a solution to a problem like Lassa fever. It's quite unfortunate there, and I think government officials should try to provide those equipment and facilities that are needed in that part of the country. And even across Nigeria, I think our hospitals, they need attention, and they should be provided.
Exactly. When you look at health, virus is something that you don't really want to play with. And having the necessary tools, the necessary centers, the necessary equipment to be able to prevent some of these things is really needful in our hospitals. And we're hoping that it doesn't spread farther than where it is right now.
It is. Some of us Gary lovers wouldn't take that lightly. Well, that's how much we can take on the show this morning. I remain Dorcon Rimdan. Do have a lovely day.
And I remain Mono Balagbo. Have a blessed morning. See you tomorrow on the Bright Morning Show.
Fellow Nigerians.
This is E-Vibes, all-in-one entertainment, trending news, gossip, movie trailer, comedy, top 5 music videos you should know. E-Vibes, showing on this station. Don't miss it. This is E-Vibes, all-in-one entertainment, trending news, gossip, movie trailer, comedy, top 5 music videos you should know. E-Vibes, showing on this station. Don't miss it.
Welcome to National Discourse. Fuel scarcity has been a problem in Nigeria from time immemorial.